want to welcome you to our Terrific Kid program for the second quarter. Before we start, there's a couple of people that I want to say thank you to. The first one is Miss O'Kelly, who works for us here at Middleton Burney, and she coordinates everything as far as the folders and things like that. So she's our contact person. So we want to thank her for her hard work and making sure everything is prepared for today. This morning we have Miss Knowles, who will be reading how wonderful our students are. And then also the Kiwanis of the Azalea City, Mr. Overturf and his group. They are the sponsors for this program. And then they also work with other businesses to get donations and things for our students to receive in their folders. And at this time, I'm going to ask him to come up and say a couple of words.
Thank you, Mr. Simons. On behalf of about 60 other members of Azalea City, just want to welcome our parents and grandparents and friends to honor these young people. As he said, we're certainly proud to be a part of Middleton Burney. We're proud of what these students are doing. She's going to read to you in a moment, and you'll hear how they're working hard on their grades, their academics, but they're also working hard on their manners, their character, their honesty, and also on their reading. So we think it's a well-rounded program. We're just certainly proud of each one. And as I look out, I see all the balloons and the flowers and sometimes cakes and candies. It is a time to celebrate what they're doing. And so we say to each one of them, thank you, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Mr. Overturf. And now, Ms. Knowles, we are ready.
Our first terrific kid is Ira Glover. Ira is a very well-mannered student who follows the classroom rules. He listens carefully to instructions and participates very well during circle time. Ira is learning his letters and sounds. He is friendly to all of his classmates. Ira has a beautiful smile and a wonderful personality. I am proud to have Ira in my pre-K class this year. From Miss Virginia Walker.
Smile. Look up and smile.
All right, there you go.
All right, you can go back and sit down.
There you go. You'll come up front?
Yeah. Is that working?
Yeah. Just talk a little bit.
Adriana de Leon Salgado. We have nominated Adriana de Leon Salgado for a terrific kid. Adriana shows great character. She's well behaved and is always helping her classmates. She has a great attitude towards any task presented to her. Adriana is respectful, trustworthy, and a joy to have in our pre-K class this year. Keep up the good work, Adriana. Miss Torres.
Smile for the camera. Good job. Okay, you can go sit down.
Michael Lauer.
Good job, buddy.
I am so honored to be able to witness the amazing transformation that Michael has made. Michael is an outstanding student, always happy and willing to help others. He is always on hand with a kind word or a hug when needed. His caring personality and spirit of cooperation really shines through in everything he does. Keep shining, Michael, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Michael, I'm very proud of you. From Miss Hebden.
All right, there you go. Good job. Good job.
Catherine Watkins. Catherine Watkins is a My Terrific Kid this term. Catherine is an amazing student. She's the youngest one in my class, but that doesn't stop her from being at the top of the class. Catherine is able to sit and think over something and come up with the most logical thought. She is working hard on being a kind student. I love how proud Catherine is when she realizes that she's figured something out without any help. I look forward to seeing her grow into a considerate and brilliant young lady. Catherine is definitely a terrific kid. Miss Craiglow. Aiden Sanchez.
Right here in the middle.
Congratulations to Aiden Sanchez, who has been chosen as Ms. Poulom's terrific kid. Aiden is such a terrific kid in many ways. We love how he begins each day with the most winning smile. It's contagious. To complement that smile goes his fantastic personality. He faces each day with a positive attitude and makes sure to share it with the class. Starting his day like this is a wonderful way to show respect for his teacher and his classmates, as his manners align perfectly with who he is and how he goes about his day. Thanks, Aiden, for always leading us in the right direction. Ms. Poulon.
All right. Good job. Come here, Aiden. Right there. Stand up and stop. Stand.
Stop, Aiden.
Smile. Smile. All right, there you go. You can go sit down.
Jair Nunez.
There you go, buddy.
I would like to nominate Jair Nunez. He is always an excellent role model. He helps every chance he gets. He acts above and beyond to help a classmate achieve success. Jair is an absolute pleasure to have in the classroom. Miss Reese.
All right, stand there for a picture. All right, now you can snap. Good job.
Misael Sanchez. Misael works very hard every single day in the classroom. He currently knows 80 sight words and is quickly mastering his math standards. Misael is quick to help out any classmates who needs assistance. Misael is a friend to everyone and it is such a pleasure to have him in our classroom. Way to go, Mrs. Smith.
Excellent. Stand there for a picture. Look up at the camera. All right, there you go.
There you are.
Good job.
Jada Thornton. Jada was chosen as my terrific kid for many reasons. Jada is kind to all and is always willing to lend a helping hand. It is not uncommon to find her leaning over someone's desk to explain an assignment. Jada is an outstanding student who treats others the way she would want to be treated. I am so glad to have Jada in my class this year. Thank you, Jada, for always doing your best. Keep up the excellent work, Mrs. Vegas. Vega, sorry.
Good job. Smile. All right, good job.
Andrea Bravo. Andrea has really worked hard this year to change her behavior in the classroom. Andrea is making green choices throughout her day at school. She is willing to help others in the classroom when they need help on their work. When Andrea saw a student struggling to reach for the Kona ice machine, she stepped right in to help. Andrea, we are so proud of the smart choices you've made this year. Mrs. Walker.
Good job. Stand for a picture.
Chloe Kirkland. Chloe is such a joy to have in class. She works hard at everything she does and is a constant example to the rest of the classroom. Chloe shows respect to all of her classmates and her teacher and teaches others how to do the same. She also puts a lot of effort on her work every day and helps others when she finishes early. Chloe is a true example of a terrific kid, and I'm very proud of all of her successes in our classroom, including being the first one in our classroom to write a sentence independently. Keep up the good work, Chloe. Mrs. Wingfield.
All right, congratulations. Stay for a picture. Look at the camera. Look at your mama. All right, good job.
Trinity Weaver. Trinity is a very enthusiastic student. He has a pleasant personality and his classmates believe him to be a very trustworthy friend. Trinity takes a keen interest in his work and is most agreeable and willing worker. Because of Trinity's fine attitude and spirit of cooperation, he's been selected as terrific kid. Mrs. Bradshaw. Aiden Vinces Mejia. I nominate Aiden for Terrific Kid. Aiden is amazing at solving conflicts in class. He's always cool and collected and is able to tell when he can solve a problem on his own and when the teacher is needed. Aiden is a hard worker in class. He always follows directions quickly and helps his friends when in need. Aiden is a great student to have in class and a leader in his group. Ms. Butcher.
All right, good job. Stand there for a picture. Good job. All right, you can go sit down.
Kevin Resendez. I nominate Kevin as my terrific kid. He is a kind and caring gentleman. He's always respectful to his classmates and to me. Whenever there is a chore to be done, Kevin is on it without even being asked. Kevin handles the breakfast trash every morning and makes sure that all the trash in the is in the cans and that they are placed outside the door. He is also in charge of our special schedule chart and makes sure that our star is moved to the right day. Kevin is an amazing teacher's helper, and I appreciate all that he does. Mrs. Fishburne, aka Miss Fish.
All right, good job. Smile for a picture. Okay. Good job.
Nicole Brown. I nominate Nicole to be my terrific kid because no matter what obstacles stand in her way, Nicole tries, overcomes, and conquers them. She works hard in the classroom, always participating, focusing on instruction thoroughly, and committing to our number one rule of always doing your best. She certainly does do her best. I can depend on her to do what she should be doing and go where she should be going. She is a leader not only in math, but also in behavior. Nicole is the first to say a kind word and to make a friend. I look forward to seeing her always smiling face with her positive outlook. Thank you, Nicole, for just being you. Terrific. Mrs. Grissom.
All right, congratulations. Hold out for a picture. Look at the camera. Okay. All right, good job.
Yahir Villafana Barrientos. Yahir is a joy to teach. He works hard every day in each subject area, always doing his best. I can always count on him to follow directions without any reminders. He's a great listener and always participates in conversations with his partners. Yahir is kind to others, even when someone doesn't treat him kindly. He is a terrific kid. Mrs. Skelton.
Good job. Smile for the camera. There you go. Good job.
Matthew Smith. It is a pleasure to have Matthew as a member of our class. He's an excellent model for the other students to follow. He is always focused and always tries his best. When he is corrected, he simply stops and does what is asked of him. He's a hard worker and strives for excellence. Matthew is always respectful to adults and his peers. He gets along well with his classmates. He is also helpful and willing to assist others when called upon. His classmates respect him and respect his judgment. They often ask him for his help, and without hesitation, he assists. He is full of life and a joy to be around. Matthew is a terrific kid. God bless you and continue to make others be a blessing to others. Mrs. Onicle.
Good job. Smile for the camera. All right, there you go. Good job.
Sherlyn Loza. Sherlyn is such a sweet young lady who always does her very best. She is very caring for her classmates and gives 120% in everything that she does. Sherlyn is a true example of what it means to be terrific. Mrs. Fleetwood.
Good job. Smile for the camera. All right, good job.
Kimberly Servin Torres. Kimberly is a well-mannered and respectful student. She has shown fairness, kindness, and respectfulness to her peers. She is dedicated to achieving her academic goals and puts forth her best effort to accomplish those goals. Kimberly is always ready and willing to help those in need. Congratulations, Kimberly. You are a terrific kid. Mrs. King.
Congratulations. All right, there you go. Good job.
Eliana Egley. Last month, we read a story about the life cycle of a butterfly. It was amazing to watch the students learn how a little egg turns into a larva, the caterpillar, and then the pupa, and finally the butterfly. Last year, Eliana was just a small egg, just beginning to evolve, but this year she's been working very hard, learning as much as she can, just as a caterpillar eats as much as it can. But something happened last month. Eliana decided to show her wings. Now she is this beautiful butterfly of a student. She raises her hand constantly to answer questions, just as the beautiful butterfly flaps its wings to fly. If you want to see a butterfly flap its wings or a terrific kid walk on by, just call on Eliana Egley's name and you will see what I see. Eliana Egley is my terrific kid. Just watch her soar. Mr. Moultrie.
Congratulations. Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
No butterfly pictures for you. Kendall Morales. Kendall is honest and respectful. She goes out of her way to show good manners. She comes to class ready to learn each day. She works hard and doesn't give up even when assignments are challenging. Most of all, Kendall asks questions when she doesn't understand an assignment. Kendall is always cooperating with other students and helping her classmates make good choices. We can always count on Kendall to lead by example with exceptional behavior. We are so lucky and proud to have such a nice young lady in our class. We love you, Kendall. Keep up the good work, Miss Simmons.
Congratulations. All right, you can go sit there.
Estrella Quintana Lopez. Estrella comes in smiling each day, gets things going, and encourages other students to stay on task. She's a friend to everyone and someone others can always count on for encouragement. Great job, Estrella. Miss White.
Smile at the camera.
Jeremy Galmore. Jeremy has been chosen a terrific kid from Miss White's class. Jeremy's a hard worker who always tries his best to complete his work, including his homework. Jeremy's responsible and is a reliable escort when children need to travel around the campus. He takes on any class job that I ask him to without complaining. He is kind to his classmates and is always looking for ways to help them when needed. He is an all-around great, terrific kid. Miss White.
Good job. Come on, Jeremy, Jeremy, come on. Hold that. Smile at the camera. Smile at the camera. There we go. All right, there you go. Good job.
Jonathan Caro. Jonathan is an excellent role model for his peers. Jonathan follows classroom rules and always comes into the classroom with a positive, can-do attitude. He puts forth his best effort in his classwork and his relationship with his peers. I look forward to watching Jonathan continue to achieve his goals this year and grow as a student. Great job, Mrs. Cunningham.
Excellent. Smile at the camera. Smile at the camera. All right, there you go. Good job.
Tamaria Johnson. Tamaria works so hard to put her best efforts forward in all that she does. At her young age, she takes on her education seriously and understands its importance. She never hesitates when approached with challenges. She's an excellent example setter for her classmates and holds them all accountable for their learning. Tamaria is very respectful, both in and out of the classroom setting. She listens when others share their thinking and enjoys being a trusting friend to others. I have enjoyed watching her blossom into an independent thinker, learner, and friend to others. I look forward to watching her continued growth this year. Keep up the good work, Tamaria. Ms. Fitzgerald.
Good job. Smile at the camera. There you go. Okay, you can go sit down. Good job.
Leonardo Torres Rios. Leonardo is kind to all of his classmates. He always gets his work completed and puts forth his best effort on every assignment. He uses his manners and is respectful to all of his classmates and the staff at our school. We are so lucky to have Leonardo in our class. He is truly an example for all to follow. Mrs. Guevara.
Excellent. Smile. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. There you go. All right, good job.
Angie Perez Perez. Angie is a sweet young lady who always demonstrates what a leader should look like and how a leader should act. Angie helps anyone who is in need. She works hard and tries her very best every day. Angie is kind to everyone she meets. Good job, Angie. Mrs. McGoy.
All right, smile at the camera. All right, there you go. Good job.
Gilder Velasquez Mejia. Gilder is a very special boy. He comes to school every day prepared to learn. He is always helpful to his classmates. He is honest, dependable, and a pleasure to teach. He completes all assignments, asks questions, and takes ownership of his learning. Gilder is kind, respectful, and a natural leader. He shows empathy, loyalty, fairness, and respect, all rolled into one in an ever-growing heart. He embodies all the qualities that make a terrific kid and a kind human being. I look forward to his smiling face every morning. His future is as bright as his sunny disposition. For these reasons and many more, Gilder Velasquez Mejia, you are my terrific kid. All the best, Miss Miller.
Smile at the camera. Okay, good job.
Ariana Marshall. Ariana is a caring and compassionate student who is always helpful in the classroom. She's the first to volunteer to help with not only class jobs but also helping other students. She takes care of the Chromebooks and makes sure that they're always on a student's desk in the morning, all charged up and ready to go for the day. She loves helping other students and always does her best in her classwork. Although she may struggle at times, she always keeps a positive attitude and is always cheerful with her beautiful smile that warms the heart. I am so proud to have Ariana in my class. Miss Smallwood.
Smile at the camera. All right, good job.
Dante Vasquez Alvarado. Dante's a sweet, generous child who is friends with everyone in his
Get you on
class.
TV.
He is able to maintain these friendships while consistently following classroom rules and expectations. I can count on Dante to do the right thing at all times, in the hallway, at lunch, specials, working with his friends. Wherever Dante is, I know that he is setting a positive example for those around him. Furthermore, Dante is focused in class and gives his best on every assignment. I love greeting Dante each morning. His smiling face and excellent attitude helps our class get ready for the day. Thank you, Dante, for being such a spectacular student. Mrs. Shaw.
Hold that. Smile for the camera. Smile for the camera. All right, there you go, buddy. Good job.
Jacob Baltasar. Jacob is truly a terrific kid. He comes to school every day prepared to do his best. He completes every assignment that is placed before him. Jacob is a true leader in the classroom. He helps his fellow classmates whenever and however they need him. He never complains about anything. He wears a smile every day. This student is a great joy to have in my class. He is kind, respectful, trustworthy, honest, and caring. I'm happy to be part of his educational journey. Mr. Jacob, keep up the good work. Mrs. Banks.
Good job. Congratulations. Smile for the camera. All right, good job.
Carla Cruz Garcia. Carla is a perfect example of what it means to be a terrific kid. She is always kind and respectful to her classmates, always helping when necessary. Anytime someone needs help, Carla always steps in, never expecting a reward in return. She always comes to class prepared and never makes any excuses. Her homework is always turned in as she comes to class with a smile on her face. Carla also doesn't give up. No matter how hard the math skills are, she always looks for another way to find the answer and has a good attitude about it. Keep going, Carla. I am very proud of you. Miss Calhoun.
Stop. Smile for the camera. All right, good job. Good job. Thank you.
Angela Hernandez Santana. Angela comes to school with a wonderful work ethic. She has tools needed to be successful and she follows the class procedures. She strives to complete every assignment with excellence. Angela actively participates in class discussions by answering questions thoroughly and asking questions to get the class to think. Finally, Angela is friendly. She will work with anyone who she's been placed with and also reaches out to others that need extra help. Angela is a wonderful example of what it means to be a terrific kid. I am honored to be teaching her this year, Miss Dean.
Good job. Congratulations. All right, good job.
Celia Cisneros Ponce. Celia Cisneros Ponce is truly a terrific kid in my classroom because she's an extraordinary student. Celia is helpful to every one of her classmates. She always has a cheery smile to share. She is respectful and thoughtful. The one thing I admire most about Celia is her determination. When she comes across a challenge, she never gives up. Her hard work is paying off. Keep up the good work, Celia. Mrs. Villegas.
Congratulations.
Gabriela Perez Procopio. Gabriela demonstrates the character pillars of trustworthiness, responsibility, respect, fairness, caring, and citizenship. Gabriela always tries to do her best in everything she does. I can always count on her to know what to do and to help her fellow classmates. I'm proud to say Gabriela is our terrific kid. Congratulations, Gabriela. Mrs. Wechter-Jones.
Congratulations. Smile for the camera. All right, good job.
Zaira Zaragoza. Zaira is an extremely motivated, passionate, and responsible student. Every day it is apparent that she not only works hard for herself, but to assist her peers as well to succeed. She pays close attention to detail and tries her best with every classroom assignment. Her desire for success and determination shows by her willingness to go the extra mile. Zaira is always on task and eager to confidently share her responses with the class. We're honored to have her in our classroom, Mrs. Childers.
Congratulations. Smile for the camera. Good job.
Jocelyn Velasquez Mejia. Jocelyn is a joy to have in my class this year. She's an outstanding student who shows up to class every day and performs to the fullest of her abilities. She wears an I can attitude with everything she does. She is always in position to offer help to anyone who needs it. She collaborates well with her peers and is always kind. Jocelyn is an avid reader, and you will always see her reading independently on AR books after completing all of her assignments. She is my hard-working, busy bee. Jocelyn is a girl of few words, but when she speaks, she is eloquent and precise. Jocelyn is a jewel, and I truly love having her in my class this year. Congratulations. I am very proud of you, Mrs. Guerrero.
Congratulations. Smile for the camera. All right, you're good.
Jaslyn Mason. Jaslyn does not give up. Every task she works on, she gives 100%. She takes charge and keeps her team on task throughout the day. She leads the discussions on her team. Watching her get excited about her grades is an awesome thing. You see a big smile on her face and hear yes. It's like watching an end zone celebration. It is a pleasure to teach Jaslyn. This young lady will be a successful leader when she grows up. Thank you for being my student this year. You make me proud to be a teacher. Sincerely, Mr. Horsick.
Smile at the camera. All right, you're good. Good job.
Kevin Silva. Kevin is an attentive student and works extremely hard in my class. His hard work and determination are evident in everything he does. He is very interested in learning the material that is presented and is willing to help out if asked to do so. Kevin is always on task and always an example for others. Keep up the hard work, Mrs. Rife.
All right, congratulations. Smile for the camera. All right, you're good. Good job.
Michael Halliday. Michael has been a pleasure to teach since the beginning of the year. He is always respectful to everyone and does his best at all times. Michael truly embodies the 5 character traits of our tribe: trustworthy, respectful, integrity, bravery, and excellence. I can think of no better student to represent my class as a terrific kid. Thank you, Mr. Wall.
Smile for the camera. All right, good job, buddy.
That's it.
We want to thank you for coming to our program this morning. If you are a grandparent and you would like a sticker, we have some up front. Also, I want to thank Ms. Pickens, our school board member, for coming this morning. She always comes to our events, and we appreciate her support. and want to thank you parents for coming and helping support our students. Thank you.
Trinity Weaver. Trinity is a very enthusiastic student. He has a pleasant personality, and his classmates believe him to be a very trustworthy friend. Trinity takes a keen interest in his work and is most agreeable and willing worker. Because of Trinity's fine attitude and spirit of cooperation, he's been selected for Terrific Kid this time by Mrs. Bradshaw.
All right, good job. Smile. Smile at the camera. Smile at the camera.
And also, the program will be aired on the Putnam Schools website. If you're going to www.putnamschools.org and click the YouTube channel, you will see all the Terrific Kid programs. All right, thank you.
Look around, the changes catch your eye, and you come to realize one can make a difference. Reach out, stand out, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Life is bigger than just one. But one can make a difference. Nothing changes quite as much as change, and the things we rearrange, trying to make a difference. Reach down, deep down, look at the sky of another town. Listen well, the wind will tell you something good is in the air. Oh, life is bigger than just one. Oh, but one can make a difference. Stand up, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Reach out and stand down, find out what it's all about now. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference. Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference.